So now we are going to go with I only SC2 or I only have this 4 versus Dark Watch. Now I only SC2. Did he win? I think he has a championship. SDO 29. This is one medal that he already has. So he's already a champion. Not just in our hearts, but in our charts. Yeah, Fracture is the first map. Just like it was before.
Sure. Decent map. Really good map, actually. I quite like that map.
Yeah, your drone doesn't have to go far. I only see. Oh, disconnected there for a second. I think. No, why am I inviting Chilch? Oops. How do I? There we go. Who? Where? Okay.
Right. So
Okay,
matchup.
Blisk, let's invite you. Yeah, I only see is Terran. Question mark? Yeah.
TVZ.
So it's another TVZ.
The Dark Watch is ready.
Okay.
Good luck, have fun.
Go. This is our second semi-final for today. Whoever wins this gets to go against a very, very cheesy Protoss.
Cheesy. I mean, Cannon Rush PvP. That's fairly standard, no?
Yeah. I'm not discussing your standards for what a cheese is. All right, everyone, welcome again to Fractured and Whole. LE, of course, in case you did not know, stand for Lighter Enigma. Lighter Enigma. That's when you have an enigma, but it's not in the dark. It's in the light, so it's lighter. You still don't know what it means, but at least you can see it.
You could have went places with that, but no, you had to go with lighter in the real sense.
You could have went places with that. Should be my motto. Like this is my life, like my life lesson. You could have gone places.
Easy enigma, or but no. Goes with lighter.
All right, everyone. In the northwest, our green Zerg, give it up for the Dark Watch. I don't know why I'm zooming in. I'm not doing the observing at the moment. In the southeast, give it up for our red Terran. It is I only SC. Otherwise known as I only have this 4.
I'm only gonna call him only. No, that doesn't work either. Need another name for this guy. The Red Terran sent his SCV out, and all he did was check. Oh, there's a natural hatchery. All good. Went straight back home.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't go in the main. Didn't check the gases. That's all he wanted to know. Are you making a base in your natural or not?
Yeah, I'm guessing. I guess the Reaper is going to.
That's it. You have the Reaper to scout afterwards.
Yeah. And I'm guessing he's probably going to go and do what he does anyway. He's going for a 1-1-1. So, you're pretty much going to start with that anyway, I think.
I'd have to ask a Terran, or maybe someone in chat can say like, why do Terrans send, the SCV to scout, 20 seconds or 30 seconds before the Reaper comes? What are you looking for? I guess
Talking-
maybe they're
talking-
looking for the.
Talking to you, Terran Lord, over there in chat.
Maybe
The
they're
Lord
looking
of the
for.
Terrans. What?
Let's
What is
start
it?
with pool first, and then the Lynx try to run around
Mm-hmm.
the Reaper. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
It's not that common, anyways. I'm curious. I'm curious. Maybe someone in chat can enlighten me.
Yeah, we have some Terrans in the chat.
1-1-1 for the Terran, and are just Lynx, extra queen. Number 2, 3,
And we
4,
see
5.
a tech lab being made for the Starport probably. So we're going to see 4 Hellions and the Reaper going in and a Banshee follow-up probably.
4 queens for Overwatch again. Dark Watch.
Dark Watch. See, it's not easy. It's not as easy as you think. Some word gets into your brain and you can't shake it.
And like, I see his name, and it's, I mean, Dark
It's
Watch,
right
Overwatch. The letters
there.
kind of look the same.
It's right there in capital letters, and your brain still shows you Overwatch. This.
I don't know why.
Oh, I didn't see these Hellions. The new skin Hellions.
Me
They
neither.
look.
The Marines have a skin as well, no? That's a funny
Yeah.
helmet.
Yeah, they have a bit of a funny helmet, and they kind of look the same as SCVs. The SCVs are very similar. Like those shoulder, the rounded shoulder pad thingies. Paul drones.
The game's officially broken.
Yeah, they kind of look like regular skin Marines.
Got the Hellions, and it's gonna be a switch into Bio afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Did we? Oh, we didn't. We don't. It was a Liberator, not a Banshee, as I was. Calling.
The tech lab was probably to switch out the barracks so that you can start still.
No. It stayed on. I thought the barracks was building the tech lab for the starport.
Okay,
Is what I
that
was
it.
thinking, but turns out no. The tech lab was for the barracks. Liberator is just chilling. Yeah, get it? Because it's in the snow, in the wind here. It's all frozen. It's just chilling.
That's
Nah.
that's.
See? I had to explain it before anyone got it.
I didn't get it. I thought, chilling. He's hanging out. Lava.
Apparently the SCV is to see if it's hatch or pool first. So then you can tell if you have to keep the Reaper at home. Okay.
I didn't think of that at first, but then after thinking for a while, which is always difficult for me.
No, I think the question was more why send the SCV if the Reaper is like 20 seconds behind? Not
The SCV will be running around. The Zerglings, they have like a path where they know they go around.
Okay.
But I don't feel like it's really common anymore. Although we did see it today once. Going around, the SCV did scout it.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be.
Oh, the Queens are off creep. They do have some transfusers, so they should be fine against these Hellions. Hellions and Queens have a weird love-hate relationship.
Very eager queens there.
Right.
On both sides. Oh, what's that Liberator doing? I think we had an all army hotkey press.
Yeah, it's not. It did not do anything. It was actually in a great position while the Queens were chasing the Hellions. This could have gotten so many kills. I think I kind of forgot about it. Yeah, running the Zerglings into a tank, double tank.
Good setup so far. Supplies favoring I only SC, but I mean, I see that every game for Dark Watch, and then he manages to win anyway. So
Yeah, and it should be able to defend this drop if it goes into this third base.
Numbers are out, and
The main is a little more vulnerable. Let's see what I only SC does with these two medivacs. Ooh, exactly. Dark Watch is going for a fourth base. might be a little greedy? Question mark. I mean, there's a Terran 3 bases, so you kind of have to expand. But I only see this hatchery. So I'm about to drop it. Should get the cancel here. There we go.
I mean, Darkwatch has the money, right? So you could do a macro hatch, or you know, just take your fourth. It's
Yeah. And this League Bane Hydra is pretty damn good against Terran Bio.
because we're gonna have +1 tanks, and I'm not.
They are equal on upgrades overall. And yeah, this Marine's killing some workers. That's pretty damn good. And the Medivacs run away. It keeps the Zerg army on this side of the map. It kills workers. The Medivacs are still alive, so Darkwatch can't really move out, or this is going to happen. And also, yeah, NESC is pretty well entrenched here. Not a lot of Medivacs at home, though. Actually, no Medivacs at home. These two Medivacs are the only Medivacs NESC made, which is a bit dangerous.
Well, there's 2 popping up now. To queue up. He does have double factory production, so lots and lots of tanks, which will be really good against the Hydras. And I mean, there's a 50 supply difference, and the worker count is favoring the Terran. So
yeah. Okay, this drop finally gets cleaned out, but gets 7 more workers. That's 15 drones died to this this drop. These 2 Medivacs.
still a 40 supply difference. I think this push is gonna be.
Yeah, NESC is like 20 workers ahead. This is gonna be rough. Now it could lose a lot of Marines here.
Oh my god,
Nice
those
focus
banelings
fire.
were so close to connecting.
Yeah,
Job.
great focus fire. Those tanks weren't even sieged for that.
But yeah. Oh
Wow,
man,
that
those
was-
things could have been.
This is a lucky Terran.
I think
is
they were
quite a lucky
kind
turn.
of caught behind the Hydras as well.
Yeah.
It's
Okay, now it's trying to move up the ramp, but it's actually working not too bad because he got the tanks for backup, he's got the Medivacs for vision, he's running out of Marines. Okay, now Darkwatch is moving into 5 tanks. It's always nice when tanks are in a row and they don't shoot all at once, and something moves into their range. It's like
It's even better because you don't get the overkill on the units. You don't have 2 tanks
Yeah.
firing at the same time.
Although it is funnier when all the tanks shoot at once on like one Zergling.
It is
It's a very cardboard animations scene.
banelings crashing into tanks.
No, they didn't even crash. They died to the tanks.
Yeah. It's tough, man. That double factory production. Although you did mention there's not as many medevacs as there normally would.
Yeah, but on the upside, there aren't as many Marines as you normally would have. So, you know, when you switch all your Marines for tanks, you don't need as many Medivacs.
Exactly.
All right,
And I mean-
so NESC takes the first game there. All right, let's see. Let's see what the next map is going to be.
Just looking at the graphic, you see in the army value they were exactly the same.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Tanks, man, tanks.
I don't know. You're moving to siege tanks. I mean, I think if Darkwatch stayed up on that ramp and didn't move into the siege tanks, he would have been in such a greater position because he killed all of the Marines and he kept a lot of his Hydras alive. Just you know, this one misstep and you get one inch too far and just screwed. Okay,
I think also if
Parasite.
you,
Yeah.
I mean, having flanks is always good, but especially against.
Siege tanks. Yeah. You want to get the siege tanks shooting all over the place, not on the same location. You know?
These can be, not in a ball,
Yeah.
but in kind of a line.
Alright. Blisk, let's get you in here. Kuro, let's get you in here. Group, hero of the wasteland, savior of esports. It is Group.
Or Kuro. now I'm paranoid. I'm saying everyone's names wrong.
What was it? Kuo? What was the last? Kueo. Kueo. That was the last typo to be associated with Kuro. Alright, looks like everyone's ready.
Now, like imagine if it's not light VIP, but it's light VIP.
Lit VIP. Yeah, Lit VIP. DJ Lit VIP Master.
I'm paranoid,
Don't worry, I get people's names wrong all the time. The important thing is to be wrong with confidence.
like with Loco being Danish.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's Danish.
Of course, Danish from Denmark.
And then I mistake because countries that name starts with D.
Yeah. Like the Dominican Republic.
Or Dutchland, which would actually be Germany,
yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Alright, everyone. We are once again on Para. Site LE. LE, of course, stands for lens entry. Lens entry. That's when you have those in your door of your home. You have these lenses that you can look outside. That's lens entry. I don't know, that doesn't work. In the southeast, currently up 1 in this best of 3 semi-final of today's Sea Duckling Open. Our blue Terran, give it up for I Only SC. And in the northwest, our green Zerg. Give it up for Dark Watch.
C stands for in I Only SC.
Super conjunction. Yeah. See, you say it with confidence and everyone believes you. Have you decided on a caster Archon name yet? Bliskmold or Steelmold?
I can't be.
No, Steelmold sounds bad. Bliskmold.
No, but I don't want to be Bly mold. It's like a special type of mold, Blee mold.
No.
It
no,
has to be Steelix.
Steelisk.
Steelix, like the Pokemon. Steel
Steelix.
Pokemon. Steel Onyx, no? Steelix. Blisk.
Proxy mold.
Proxy mold. I have an alt account that I named Proxy, and I was playing with Zerg, and then people can't say it's cheese, right? Because you're kind of announcing.
Because you're gonna, yeah, look, I'm gonna proxy you. I'm called Proxy. Right.
I must say, on a typical ladder day, I do get told I should get cancer.
Well,
3 games.
It's people's reactions to cheese can be exaggerated. Queen, you are off grip. Get back to grip. Right. So they're both playing very very conservatively. They're not. I mean, they're not aggressive on the other side. Darkwatch is being greedy, getting a third base. before doing any kind of damage on the other side or getting any kind of defenses, going straight to roaches. Doesn't even have
Roach farm.
Zerglings. The two that he had were killed by the Reaper.
It's a bit of mind games. I think the third base is a pretty normal timing for the third base, but the Roachhorn
Mm-hmm.
have a third. You know, I'm gonna play
Yeah,
normal.
it's a third base and the lair. Yeah, it's and if IONASC doesn't sniff that could be dangerous because roaches against these aliens are pretty damn good. Exactly what you want. As a Zerg.
Ghosts. I was saying like only SC is doing the same build, but actually he's getting ghosts. I
Oh
think
boy! Wait! Oh, you missed the Ghost Academy entirely.
this build is I don't know what it's designed for. But maybe
They're
it's designed to
they're
snipe
both
queen.
mind gaming each other.
Because you know in game 1 Darkwatch did a bunch of queens, right? So let's say you push with Hellbats and Ghosts, and then you use the snipes to snipe all the queens, then you're just left with Zerglings, right? But he's getting I mean, Darkwatch is not doing the same thing as game 1. He's getting roaches, and know how that unit interaction goes, snipe and ghost versus
Yeah, I don't think ghosts go too well against roaches because their main attack doesn't really do much.
Yeah, the transitional only StarCraft, he's not going bio this game. He's going mech actually. This map.
I mean, if he had cloak, this would be a little different, but
yeah, this push needs to
just
do
the snipes.
something, I think.
And this is the thing with snipes and roaches because you run out of energy pretty quickly, and there's a lot of roaches. You know, it's not
Now
like
with
an
a bit of-
ultralisk where you spend some energy and get an ultralisk. Here you just get a roach.
Yeah.
Great, I have 20 more. What do you... Good luck to you.
That's because yeah, I only StarCraft is making victories. He's getting the tech labs on it, but it's gonna be a while before. Oh, you'll probably have tanks out in time for a roach push, and looks like Darkwatch is just droning heavily right now.
The thing is, IONASC didn't do any damage on the other side in terms of economy, and if you don't do any economic damage to a greedy Zerg, it's gonna be a problem. And Darkwatch can just continue to drone. He's not droning too hard. He's droning in a. He's pacing himself, is what I mean. He's getting a Dropolord.
This is gonna.
He's going to elevator units to the high ground here. And that's just outside IONASC's vision. IONASC does not see that.
Right?
Maybe you should say his name to I only don't see. Huh? Huh? Alright, so it's just going to be a couple of roaches while... So it's either going to move the main army to the high ground or
Army's
distract
fine now.
something. Definitely gets the Terran to split his forces. But I don't know, I think the tanks are enough here. It's not going to work. Maybe if this was more roaches or if this was all the roaches elevated, maybe that would have helped. But
Or you just keep your roaches to deny the third base, right? Now he's lost his units, and I only StarCraft is
the blue Terran.
his turn. Yeah, the blue Terran. I forgot. There was superconductor. No.
No. It was something else. Service creator.
Service creator.
I have a service creator.
Now, the thing, you know, with Para, it's a huge map, right? So it's gonna be pretty easy to have a 5-base economy on this map.
Oh, but LE stands for l'Acier. Moule en acier was the
Trying to
closest
speak
I got to translating Steelmold into French.
steel is acier, and mold is moule. So I don't know
So-
what you're
so
trying to
it's
say. But it's not
So moule and acier.
acier.
So that's my pronunciation is garbage, but
It's
That-
3 words. Moule, 1 word. En is the second word, and acier is.
look. Last time I studied French was 26 years ago. So you know, it's not exactly no, 16 years ago. 16? No, 26.
Recommend.
No,
to-
16. I'm not that old. 16 years. God damn it.
Wrote Steelmold.
Back
I
in
would've-
my
I would've
days, I used to know how old I am.
Yeah, so we see. Oh wow, Terran is taking the further 5th base.
Yeah, it's, you got a
That's,
double expand here.
We'll see.
4th and 5th bases at the same time, and is moving around the Zerg army. Not sure
Which
they
is
know
there.
about each other. They
No,
don't
they
know
don't
about each
see
other
each
just
other.
yet.
Great spot. Well, depends how much he.
Okay, so we may go.
Oh.
No, we're not going into a base raid. Darkwatch is moving back.
If he can catch those tanks while they're on siege, or get like a good arc on it.
Yeah.
Roll over. But then, I mean, I've never seen this many ghosts at this stage of the game. I
Alright,
have
he's
no
getting,
idea
he's
what
getting the
they'll
tanks
do.
from behind.
That's what he needs.
He gets a couple of them.
And
The
he gets the
Bioshock will
bows
take
on.
care of more. Oh, the ghosts are pretty good, but they can only shoot, you know, 1 unit at a time. This Terran army is getting cleaned up.
Trade armies, but now the question is, how fast can they remake it, or who will make his army faster? And typically, sure.
Typically, I mean, the Terran typically would have an army by now, but this is like, yeah, it's got Thors, it's got Cyclones, it's got, I don't know what, this is so non-standard in terms of Terran. It's partly bio, it's partly mech, and the bio is ghosts, so, you know.
Factories, no starport, not even one starport.
Yeah, this is
It's
this
weird.
is weird.
Normally you would get a starport. Oh,
Yeah,
is it gonna
a
go up?
nuke.
It's not even
A
gonna go
nuke
up.
might be nice. Okay, the Terran creep goes down. The tanks are on siege, but yeah, the ones on the high ground should be able to push this away. And the
Like,
Thors, they'll come in and with their knife hands and chop everything.
Oh no.
All right,
Like,
he does keep the orbital. Loses 10 workers, which makes him equal. They're now equal on workers. And yeah, Terran is about to get +2 weapons and armor.
he's gonna be ahead.
Yeah,
This-
but
this
the
was,
yeah, on 5 bases.
If
Just
Darkwatch knew how many bases, like, if you do a pronged attack, multi-pronged attack against a meching Terran with a low army supply,
yeah, actually, he didn't
Normally
see
it'll go.
any of. He doesn't know about either of these bases. He only
know
went
about-
to the. You only went through the low ground.
at the left-hand side base, because you don't do a sensor tower.
Darkwatch thinks I only see on 3 bases.
Sensor
mean-
tower circle.
If he knew about the other bases, he would. I mean, maybe he thinks that this is just a sensor tower to know if he tries to get to the other base. It's getting a 6th base.
Broodlords. Broodlords are good.
Yeah, but he's got the Thors with the shooty up the sky thingies. The
But still.
high impact.
It's
Big.
it's not easy to fight with Taurs against Broodlords. Although they technically counter them, it's easier said than done.
Yeah,
And,
and they do get pushed back. But again, Darkwatch loses a lot for this.
he made 2 starports, so now he can do Vikings. Maybe he swaps out the starports on the
Mhm.
reactors.
He's getting a 3rd starport. Do these starports have tech labs?
The Blue Terran is he's got so many bases. It's gonna take a while for Darkwatch to kill his stuff.
Yeah, and even if he kills this, he's still on equal base. No, he's actually one base ahead. It looks like the orbital might survive if he repairs it. And this is enough to push the Zerg army back. The Broodlords are dead. This is great for our Terran. Orbital command. Still alive. Yeah, it's getting repaired. He didn't even lose the base here. By the way, all of his command centers are being turned into orbitals. So he won't even need SCVs.
Greedy, like not even one.
Forever.
Orbital, and the other one is planetary.
Yeah, planetary. And this is a scary push from the Terran. I mean, these are scary Hydralisks, but they're not. It's kind of a little behind on upgrades. Darkwatch. And this is mech. It does a lot of damage. DPS is kind of its thing.
It's on the way. Zerglings. He really needs to hold on.
Yeah, this actually should be going down. So Quiz will come try to defend this. One Broodlord. Getting transferred, so it does do damage, but oh no, without the Queen's backup. Oh, actually the Zerglings coming in. They are going to clear out the Thors between them and the vultures.
Save the hatch. He really needed to save that hatch.
Oh, the hatch is saved. I was sure that thing is going to die. That's excellent. And Darkwatch is way ahead in workers. Is getting equal income, actually a little better than the Iron ESE. Despite the Terran having so many mules at his disposal. Okay, this one is going to be a planetary. So finally, the sixth base is going to be a planetary.
Number 4 or 5.
Okay, Link run by going to do some damage here. Getting 7 workers, and it's starting to dwindle the Terran economy.
Full energy. Needs to use the
Banshees.
mules.
It's getting Banshees. That's Banshees against Hydralisks? Question mark?
Let's use them to harass the furthest bases.
Hmm.
Send northeast.
Oh, Darkwatch is fighting up that choke, up the ramp in a choke. It's gonna be dangerous, and this is +3 weapon mech. Yeah, you see some air upgrades finally for Darkwatch, but thing is, it's just been losing all of his army so far. Every time, and Broodlords aren't going to be anything against all of these Vikings. They got 10 Vikings. Yeah, and he's getting a lot of Corruptors. It's gonna be just all Brood Wars, I think. Broodlords. Not Brood Wars.
Which will be good against the Hydras.
Yeah. Oh, Parasitic Bomb is actually killing a lot of the Vikings. That's a really good catch for Darkwatch. Yeah, all the Vikings are dead.
Excellent engagement for Darkwatch.
He's got 4 left.
And the Hydras was perfect.
This is a trade the Terran could not take. Now I'm surprised we didn't see any nukes so far, considering I only see had ghosts for so long.
Nukes is kind of like, I don't know, I guess in the harassment it's pretty good, but on a straight up engagement you're kind of just hoping that they'll walk into a nuke.
No, it's mostly to move the Zerg away. So you can move with a mech army and make sure your flank is covered. You know?
He So he did that push, he lost all the ghosts, and then he didn't really remake them, did he?
Fair enough.
He only had the one barracks.
Yo, GG's gold and Darkwatch evens up the score. We have a sideways 1-1.
Our
How
first
long was this game? That was...
Our first 1-1, right?
It's 19 minutes. Not bad. I think this is the first sideways 1-1 we casted today. Yeah. All right. Dreamcatcher is our next map. So the players are ready. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, so 1-1, first 1-1 that we've casted anyways today.
Yeah, we had a surprising number of 2-0s today.
Pretty close games as well. It's not like
Yeah.
I always felt like there was a lot of games of that Darkwatch played, also known as Overwatch, that I was like, oh, for sure and he ended up winning all of them.
Alrighty. Everyone, welcome back to a Dreamcatcher. LE. LE, of course, stands for, in case you did not know, Lieutenant Enemy. Lieutenant Enemy.
Let me guess. That's when you have an enemy and his army rank is that he's a lieutenant.
Yeah, this is pretty much it. I was thinking maybe like if it's like a changeling that's pretending to be a lieutenant. Is a lieutenant, but he's an enemy. So it's Lieutenant Enemy. Anyway, in the northwest corner of the map, our blue turn currently sideways 1-1 in this series. Give it up for I Only SC.
I Only SC's doing the same.
And his opponent in the southeast, our green Zerg, also currently sideways 1-1 in this best of 3 semi-final. Give it up for Darkwatch.
So known as?
Apparently also known as Overwatch.
In chat, he told me you can also call me Overwatch. He did say that.
Oh, he went for a third. Was that a... No?
He's scouting for
scouted
proxy
proxies.
racks, maybe.
I don't know. Wouldn't
Yeah.
the proxy...
And sometimes Zerg will do that. If they want to take a quick third, they hide the Reaper comes, it doesn't just kill it.
Yeah, I think maybe he went for a third and then decided against it. It looked like it.
Darkwatch is pretty, I mean, a little bit greedy there with the only 2 Zerglings to protect the Reaper.
Yeah, that's what he got in the previous game as well. And the Reaper killed both of them, and then he switched to roaches. while I only see got ghosts. I mean, I think that's what kept Darkwatch in the early game. In the previous game, was that the Terran went for such a weird build that it took forever to get stuff. And it bought Darkwatch enough time to get the 3 hatchery economy going.
Yeah, it was a bit weird, but I think it has potential. He's going for quick Overlord speed. So, do you think this is just going to be for scouting, or is it going to be for some?
Yeah, I think he just wants to know what the Terran is up to. He wants vision on the map. There's a lot of places to put overlords and hide them in here. You know, all these cliffs and stuff. So it's a map where this pays off pretty well. Yeah. They're talking about in chat about the clip where who was it? Ruichi? put
misplaced his robo.
He was going. He didn't put his Nexus in his natural base. He put it in his third instead, and we thought it was a mind game to pretend like he's on 3 bases.
Hey, it's because his robo.
And it turns out his robotics facility was in the way of the Nexus in the natural.
As soon as I saw the clip, I was like, for sure that's the reason why. Like,
yeah, well, it took us a while to figure that out, and in the meantime, we were like theorizing. Yeah, he's doing it because he's so smart, 9,000 IQ. It's like, no, it's just.
If you're gonna hide a base, why hide it like there? You could have.
It was. Yeah, I thought it was like pretending to be on 3 bases.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would be.
So he's actually going 2 base all in, but pretending to be playing macro.
I guess that could work.
That was the mind game I thought was going on, but as it turns out, nope. All right.
Too much mind games for me.
What's killing workers? 3. Oh, I'm looking at the turn base.
Liberator.
Sorry about that. I saw drones dying, and I was looking at the turn base like, there's nothing here. What's attacking?
Good. Look at all the mining time lost.
Yeah,
and the
attack
on the
more
deck.
Hellions in the third. The Roaches should kick it back, but yeah, Terran could definitely run away from this.
It's really, really good damage. Now I think Dark Watch.
Lieutenant Enemy, that's the villain from Guy Hero, the Guy Hero comics. You know what Guy Hero is a... What's it from the Cox and Crendor podcast, I think, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was from there.
You're using words to explain the reference. I don't know. I don't know what they mean.
Yeah. Most of us follow Total Biscuit and the co-optional gang. So they have Jesse Cox and Crendor have their Cox and Crendor podcast that they do. Cox and Crendor in the morning. She's not in the morning. So there they have a lot of references to Guy Hero, which is kind of like a generic hero character in a comic book. So Lieutenant Enemy is like his nemesis.
This attack should do good. I mean,
yeah, the Marines don't have medivacs just yet. There are a couple of them coming, and the tanks were not in position to be helpful here. Oh, ICVs are being pulled. A lot of them die. They do look like Marines, but they don't actually fight like Marines. 18 dead, 19 dead. This is the 20th. Kill the 20th as well. Stutter step, kill it. There we go. 20th dies. These Marines are still really low on health.
well, it's not finished, huh? It's only 42 workers to 33. There's 3 orbital commands. The third base is established.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world for the Terran, but losing 20 SCVs now is not good.
It's not when you're planning out your game matches like, oh, at the 8th minute I lose 20 SCVs.
Yeah,
everything's going to plan. But he survives, and that's what he needs to do because he's gonna have better tech, right? I mean,
yeah, way better. He's getting combat shields now. He's already started on +2, and Darkwatch hasn't even started on upgrade. Doesn't even have an Evo chamber. This is
the longer this game goes, the better it is for only SC.
Yeah.
And there is Hydra tech. Even then, tanks do pretty good against that. All comes down to this engagement, I think.
Yeah, the bioshots are not enough to kill the tanks. The Marines should be able to do it.
There we go. Tanks are down. Resets the army again.
And also, they're now equal on workers, roughly. The Zug is getting a 4th base, and the Terran doesn't really have anything to threaten it. just yet, but it's getting a couple more Barksay, the buildings that are called barracks. And that's going to give him a lot of production. A lane run by that's really cool. Yeah, that's gonna get some workers. Oh no, they don't. They go for the Marines. Okay, at least they got out alive. And they're going to maybe delay this construction. No.
Terran, is going to have the potential for, well, maybe not a 2-2 push, but probably a 3-3 versus 1-1, if he lines up his upgrades well.
Yeah, but look at that. Now the Terran is up in workers. He's got his bases established. He has his production established. It's gonna be rough. Darkwatch really itches to do some damage, and +2 finished as well. So, yeah, those bio units are so strong. These Marines can just chew through anything Zerg.
Actually, if he can take this fight in the next, 10 seconds before those upgrades are done. Oh, but don't get caught off guard. Don't get caught off guard.
Yeah, the column is going to get cut from behind, and the tanks might be sniped before they're even part of this equation. But yeah, they start stepping +2 Marines. They kill most of this army before the upgrades finish. This one Ravager is going to get upgrades. Hey, I got my upgrades now. Bye.
Oh man, and that's where you see like some of these games, they hold on to, things later. If that if that fight gets taken, 2-2 against 1-1.
Yeah, this is it. Darkwatch is not likely to build enough of a force to actually counter this. The march across the map of Marines is going to continue. This push is not going to stop. More tanks are being brought in. GG is called. I only SC. He's going to try and reclaim his throne. Very nicely done. Right, do we want to show the last duct tape? The most contemporary one? Right. So let's take another break, show you the new duct tape. Not the old one, a new one. Yeah, and in the meantime, we'll set up the final match. See you there. Alright, and we're back. Hope you enjoyed that brand new duct tape. Yeah, we're still waiting on one of our players who seems to have gone, away. Been offline for a while. We've messaged him. This is Chelch, who's a Protoss player, waiting in the final there. Ioniasi is right here with us.
The mall, and then there's an announcement on the on the PA system or something that there's a lost child, and then they're looking for a lost child.
Well, he's playing Protoss. Maybe he's just hiding in the shadows.
Chelch,
that was
your
a
mom's
bad
looking
joke.
for you.
Ding ding. If anyone find a very cheesy Protoss.
I guess we have.
Oh, by the way, yeah, we have our very own Yakuzaku, the pug jump himself, has concocted an article on Wikipedia about the Sea Duckling Opens of August, Sea Duckling Opens, and the Master Swan Open of August. Not Liquipedia, Team Liquid, not Liquipedia, Team Liquid, Team Liquid. They're not the same thing. Thank you. Okay.
Did you read
Got
it?
I proofread it. Yeah. There's some notes there by me, in case you didn't notice. So
I did read it. I didn't know that. I didn't realize they were your notes.
It says Steelmold and in parentheses. Like,
I thought he wrote that.
no,
I
that
thought
doesn't.
he basically just started talking for you.
Well, it started because we had this, the Google Docs thing where you can both edit the document at the same time. So we just started chatting there like a bunch of idiots. And he kept writing and writing. So I just added my own comments, and he decided to keep them in. I mean, they were just for fun between us, but they ended up being funny.
Yeah,
So,
go check that out, guys. Really.
Yeah, it's just a write up of the kind of notable matches, notable players, notable tournaments that we had. Yeah, so go ahead and check it out. Maybe you wrote something about you in there. Huh? You never know. Go ahead, check it out. There you go. There's the link. It's been there for the last 2 minutes, so we're good. Yeah, and we're still apparently trying to find our other player. All right,
So
walk
now
over. We have a final
confirmation. Yeah, because then we would have had to cast the 3rd place and 4th place to know who's 2nd place.
Yeah, yeah. Says, well, this is anticlimactic. Well, IONSC has another medal in the Sea Duckling Open. So yeah, there you have it. Sorry. Our apologies for this anticlimactic ending. We would have loved to cast another great match now, but yeah, sometimes things happen. I hope everything is okay with Jelch. Everything is fine. No hard feelings there. And yeah, congratulations to IONSC for another championship. We'd like to thank our admins for today, our team captain, Light VIP, and Kuro, otherwise known as the 16th Squad Sanseki, who was also in charge of streaming, editing, and such. I want to thank my great co-caster, Blisk, the proxy caster.
Well, thank you, Steel. Thank you for having me and showing me the ropes.
Yep, it's been fun having you around. We should have the signups for the next Sea Duckling Open, the number 39, are up and running. They'll be next week on Friday. Go ahead and enjoy your weekend. Enjoy some great casts from Montreal. Oh! Guess I forget. We do have some of our team are casting for Montreal. We have Phoenix Steers. Go ahead. We should give him a shout out in chat. Give that link. So it'll be casting the day one of the community casting of day one of WCS Montreal, along with Terran Lord, the Lord of the Terrans. That will be up on Phoenix Steers' Twitch channel.
That'll be tomorrow.
It's tonight.
Okay, so in a couple of hours.
Yeah, it's in, I think, 6 hours. 6 hours? It's 6 hours. Yeah, in about 6.5 hours. Yeah, so go ahead and do that, and we shall leave you with some Banshee ASMR.
About your Twitch, you didn't promote yourself still. I know you
stream.
Yeah,
I don't stream anymore, so it's not an issue. Yeah, have a great weekend, and we shall see you in the future. Goodbye. Whoosh, 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 whoosh.